Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to another Spyro speculation video. So today we are talking about this door that has appeared in the Artisan's homeworld. Now I have 4 theories coming out for you today in this video, and I really am not 100% sure what this could be, but I'm going to be ranking these from least plausible to most plausible, just because I think that would be a bit more handy. So we have the first theory, which is something that I'm not 100% sure on. I'm basically thinking that this is going to be an extra kind of add-on to the game, kind of like a DLC somewhat, maybe. And we are going to see something like, because we've had these 40 extra orb challenges that have been kind of hinted at in a magazine article, and I am unsure if it's going to be here, or whether there's going to be behind this door, that there's going to be some kind of new character that you can interact with that kind of start activating these orb challenges. Maybe Zoe or something. You start interacting so you can do these orb challenges after you've completed the first game, or maybe after you've completed all 3 games. Maybe this is an extra thing on top of it that opens up orb challenges in all 3 of the games. I really am not sure about this. I think that it could be possible, but at the same time I don't think it's too likely. I think there could be some kind of extra thing on here, but I don't necessarily think it's going to just be DLC content. I think that it could just be something a lot smaller than that, and I'll cover that in a few minutes. So my second theory today is that it literally is just the door. Like we've seen in the Sunny Villa gameplay that they have many doors that don't actually open. They're just added there for aesthetic value, and I think that this could potentially be the same. Now this is just a door kind of added in. We don't know if it's enterable or what, but we do know that in Sunny Villa that they have doors, they're not enterable, and we do know there was no door here in the original. So I am a little bit unsure as to whether this door is actually a door that we are going to use, or whether it's just a door that is there that kind of adds to the aesthetic value, that makes it look like an actual castle that has an entrance, because obviously you can see there it has no entrance. It would make sense for it to have some form of entrance there. Now again, I'm not completely unsure, but I'm doubting this one a little bit more, just because this door seems to have so much added to it. If it was just without the kind of outside golden flare with the red crystal at the top, I think I would be more likely to put this higher. But at the same time, we do have it, so it just pulls the attention to this door, makes you think, oh, this door should open. It feels like it should open. It feels like it's going to be important at some point. So that is kind of why I put this so low. I just think that this door seems to be so extra and made up that it seems likely that we are going to be able to go through this door at some point. Now, the third theory I have, which is the second one on this list, is that this is going to be a link between Spyro 1 and Spyro 2, and this is going to be a way to start the activation of Spyro 2. I think that this could be a potential, just because if you think about it, like, you finish Spyro 1, and you want to go Spyro 2, you have to save and quit, and then you have to go into Spyro 2. Admittedly, it's not much, but it would be nicer if you're literally in the artist's homeworld, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm just going to jump through here. Especially if you've just defeated Nasty North and you get placed back in the artist's world. I'm not sure if that happens in Spyro 1, I haven't played the game in a long time. But if you got placed back in the artisan's world at the end of the game, and then that door just opens and you can go straight onto Spyro 2, I think that would be incredibly handy, and it just kind of adds some kind of linearity to the games, because we do know that Spyro 1, Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 do happen in succession with each other. So I think it would be really cool to have that as kind of a link. The main reason I think that this is more plausible is the fact that red crystal is there, and if you look at the Spyro 2 picture I've just placed on the screen, it's very similar to the red crystal we have, which is somewhat prominent in the story for Spyro 2. Now obviously this is at the top of the portal for Dragon Shores in Winter Tundra. Now the red crystal, to me, it looks fairly similar. It's a different shape slightly, but at the same time they do look relatively similar. They're both the red crystal there. It just adds together too much for me to not think there's not a connection there, and I think that this could definitely be a case, or maybe this is a portal to Dragon Shores and is kind of the connection to the second game. Maybe that cutscene happens and Spyro runs through that portal there instead of how it looked in the original. It looked like he ran through a portal in Stone Hill, I think that was. But yeah, honestly, I think that this could definitely be a thing. I just feel that the colours and the crystal just adds up too much, and it would just make some sense, but at the same time I do doubt it a little, because it just doesn't make as much sense as I think it does. It's just as easy to save, quit, and then come in, and why add so much kind of there when you don't really need it, when you don't really need to add it? Like, why would you add something like that? It just doesn't make too much sense. But the last theory I have to say, and definitely what I think is the most plausible, is that I think it's going to be some form of a super power up, similar to how when you get 100% in Spyro 2, you get the super power up with the flame breath, so you can just use the stronger flame breath all the time. And I think that this is going to be very similar. I think it could definitely be a super flare ability, and it could be a constant one. It would just add kind of some extra to the game. Maybe there's going to be some extra stuff in the game. Maybe there's going to be skill points or something that they not necessarily require it, but maybe it'll be a lot easier with the flare breath. So that is kind of what I think is likely behind there. It is a 100% power up, just like in Spyro 2, and it's just going to make the game a little bit easier, a little bit more fun to play through as well. But yes, those are my 4 theories for today. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the theories, or what theory you think is behind this door. Do you think that it's just a door, or do you think there's something behind there? And if you do, what do you think it is? But that is all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment, as I said. Anyways, I'm out of here, so I'll see you soon.